All right, Shalom. Kaya from the Gym Masterpiece and the Saints coming back at you with another quick lesson. All right, to get started, as I always do, I'd like to give infinite honors and prayers to Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahweh Shai, by Hashem Rekakwadash, double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone, and salutations to the Akims that's pushing the truth and sincerity. And Lord willing, this video will be edifying for us reflecting to those that cleave to the body. In today's lesson, I got queued up here. I have queued up here U.S. military spending compared to the rest of the world. All right. And what kind of prompted this video and what I kind of, in a roundabout way, was just curious. It was a quote that Iran said, "I'm going to break the teeth of America." All right. And then they went into the, of course, we know the teeth is symbolic in the scriptures, It's symbolic in the scriptures to be what? The military of E. All right. And we know that, a kingdom just as strong as its military. All right. But to see that America is financially in pretty much in 6 feet in debt. All right. And trillions of dollars of debt. Though yet when you go look up the numbers, okay, the numbers that the amount of financial stability that America is pointing to their military is astounding. All right. And when you think about, all right, when you back up your military, which is your might, your muscle, all right, which is your strength. All right. That's why they prefer to it as teeth, because symbolically, when you chew, it's nothing you can pretty much put in your mouth that your teeth can't break. All right. Or either chop down. All right. But the reason why America financially, backs the military up is because that's their way of pretty much pillaging the earth. All right, going around, pillaging other nations. They have different bases. Over I believe 1,000 different embassies. In different places. All right, to pretty much govern and rule the people. Because when rulership, you rule with an iron fist. All right. And when you're able to rule with the iron fist, when you're the muscle, okay, you control the money. All right. So the money is being pushed into, as you can see this little chart. It says the U.S. military spending. The money is being pushed into the military, man. All right. For weapons, bullets. All right. Gear. All right, combat gear, devices, futuristic devices, futuristic guns. All right, and even into going into, E, also put money into that's, the physical, the men on the ground military, and in the air, of course, they even have money putting into the U.S. They got Space Force. All right, they have created a task force or police force for space. All right. So what is E ultimately getting ready to do, man? All right. All the money. All right. They have billions of people in the earth that's, jobless, nowhere to live, nowhere to eat. But though yet they strengthen their swords. All right. Because we understand that this man was given a gift that he shall live what? By the sword. All right. And he that live by the sword shall also die of it. All right. So that's why he knew his military is his country or his throne is being targeted. All right. When you go into Joel 3 and verse 9, it says, "Proclaim ye this among the Gentiles. Prepare war. Wake up the mighty men. Let all the men of war draw near. Let them come up. Beat your plowshares into swords and your pruning hooks into spears. Let the weak say I am strong." And the thing is happening here. Another reason why America is beefing up, their military, because these other surrounding countries, all right, that they have had a hold on, they have gotten their might up. All right. That's why it says, let the weak say I am a strong. All right. It says, assemble yourselves and come, all ye heathen, and gather yourselves together round about to the cause thy mighty ones to come down, O Yahweh. All right. Let the heathen be wakened and come up to the valley of Jehoshaphat, which is Yahweh Shaphat, which is the Lord's judgment. All right. For there will I sit to judge all the heathen round about. All right. And what's happening also, okay, the weak has become strong. They have deprived themselves of particular things. I believe China, all right, deprived themselves of crop, rice crop. Let me kind of look for that real quick. All right. Salaki. Let me see if I can pull it up for military. All right. I know China, they rice crop for a stronger military. Can't yeah, this is let me see if this is it right here. So yeah, China modernizing military. This is from Council on Foreign Relations. It says the People's Liberation Army is aiming to become the dominant force in the Asia Pacific, string China's hand towards wine and international disputes in South China Sea. All right. Working to make its military stronger, more efficient, and more technologically advanced to become a top-tier force within 30 years. With a budget that has soared over the past decade, the People's Liberation Army already ranks among the world's leading militaries in areas including artificial intelligence and anti-ship ballistic missiles. I'm trying to see. Experts warn that as China military modernizes, it could become more assertive in the Asia Pacific region by intensifying pressure on Taiwan and continuing to militarize disputed islands in the East and South China Seas. U.S. President Donald Trump administration believes China is a great powerful rival, though the PLA still has a way to go before it can challenge the United States, expert says. All right. So someone was looking for to kind of say, yeah, but a lot of these armies, all right, in particular places, I think is in don't quote me, South Korea, North Korea, one of them. All right. They have pretty much said the only way you pretty much eat is if you work in the own military. All right. Because they understand that. All right. Esau, they've been ruling the earth by their strength. All right. And if you could break a man's strength, you pretty much break him, man. All right. It's the strength of the man. In order to bind a strong man, all right, you have to what? Bind up the strong man first. All right. And what you kind of always see around men, of famous men, you see bodyguards. All right. What? That which protects them. All right. Once they bodyguards out the way, you are able to deal with them directly. You see, so let's look at this chart right here. It says U.S. military spending compared to the rest of the world. And they spending a lot of money. All right. And we know what they spending the Space Force for. That's for the fight Yahweh Shah. But right now, I'm just kind of on, they regular day-to-day military right here. It says United States, 778.0 billion military spent in the top 10 countries climbed to 1.48 trillion in 2020, breaking historical records. Because there's a war on the horizon. All right. This is the main reason, man. There's a war. It's going to be a war in heaven that the scripture speak about physically. And it's going to be a ground war. All right. First, those militaries. All right. They're going to fight each other. And then Yahweh Shah going to intervene. And then they're going to have to battle Yahweh Shah. All right. It says the U.S. alone made up more than half that amount because it's spending account on their military is more than 11 countries combined. All right, you got Japan 49.1 billion. You got Germany 52.8 billion. Saudi Arabia 57.5. India 72.9. Russia 61.7. South Korea 45.7. The UK 59.2. France 52.7. But you got China 252.0. So they proud. All right. They have beefed up their military stock. All right. Men, weapons. All right. You know, they have also created that nuclear hypersonic missile that could travel around the earth. All right. But let's see what this, read this little article and I'll get out of here. It says the U.S. is well known for its immense military and defense spending. In 2020, the nation ranked #1 in the world in terms of military spending and $7.78 billion, outpacing the next 9 highest spenders, which came out to $703.6 billion combined. One fact is the military industrial complex, which feeds into the U.S. defense dominance with a long-standing tradition of defense and weapon industries working closely with the U.S. government and armed forces. All right, a breaking down of U.S. military spending. Now let's see. All right, because these people is getting ready to the war on the people. All right, to go a war against the whole entire earth, man. All right, everybody's gonna shoot their arrows at America. All right, and the Lord have let this you know, you fatten the lamb up. The Lord have letting America get fat, man. All right, right before you slaughter. All right, the firstling, or you slaughter the animal. In this case, slaughtering the pig, because that's what America is. You fatten them up first. All right. It says the U.S. Department of Defense (DoD) laid out the spending plan when they made their 2020 budget proposal, and they don't care that they owe the earth, China, and these different countries money. Because why? They want to fight. America want to fight. And guess what? The other nations want to fight too. All right. That's why America look is more stout than its fellows. All right. It says it included a few main areas to invest in: air, 57.7 billion, maritime, 34.7, ground systems, 14.6, space, 14.1, and cyber, 6.9. This is just the tip of the iceberg. The overall goal of the 2020 budget. This is the 2020 budget. Saying these other nations is starting to threat America more. All right. Say we not standing down, cut off on the US dollar. All right. Start working in the yuan and different, currencies. All right. They are, these other nations have become a threat to America now. All right. America was the big bad bully on the block when he dropped Little Man and Fat Boy, all right, on Hiroshima and Nagasaki. But now, all right, the throne is being challenged, okay? These other nations is starting to, upbraid America, man, okay, for the loss of its power, man. It says the overall goal of 2020 budget was to promote innovation and to strengthen competitive advantages to increase the military readiness factor. All right. Additionally, in the effort to sustain forces, a military pay raise of 3.1% was included. All right. Military maintenance. Surprisingly, however, the U.S. actually does not have the largest military in the world in terms of personnel, and some of the other top 10 countries have larger or similar sized military spread across different branches. All right. What you got? You got Russia being the top one here. Country. Russia's only the 4th highest spender, but they have the largest military size of any of the top 10 at around 5.9 million personnel, which they are known as Gog in the scriptures. All right. Which the Lord gonna put hooks back in their jaws. All right. And they gonna become as their old Soviet Union. All right. That belt. You see? It says all of these countries have militaries that number in the hundreds of thousands to millions, and many are part of treaties and alliances that require them to upkeep their armies and weaponry, but none spend half as much as the U.S. All right, because why? The U.S. is the target. All right, the target gonna go all out. Of course, to protect your dynasty, man. You gonna put everything on the front line, in the air, on the ground, in cyberspace that you possibly can to protect the throne, man. All right? The throne is being threatened. To this day, the U.S. is actively involved in a number of overseas conflicts that go and maintains a large military force with millions of personnel. Spending on areas such as weaponry and wages is significant in other to maintain jobs as well as the national defense. All right, which is the point. All right, but the whole thing is that, all right, ultimately this money is being spent on you Americans. I mean, in this military, all right, and this government to pretty much get ready to annihilate or go to war, which they're gonna lose. They're gonna go to war scripturally, biblically. They're gonna go to war. All right, with the other nations of the earth, and ultimately Yahweh Shah, man. All right, so while Jake is sitting around, working and doing these particular things, all right, people are getting beefed up for war, man. The rumors and different things that's going on, man. So our people have to keep their antennas up, man. All right, they're substituting you as the debt for their money to pay these other countries to buy weaponry. All right. That should plague your mind, Jake. That should automatically make you think, like, what is going on here, man? All right. There's an evil setup. All right. That it's about to be a World Rumble. All right. You watch the World Wrestling Federation. All right. You see all those men in that Royal Rumble is every man, survival of the fittest is the last man standing in the ring. But guess what? All rules goes. There's no rules. So however you get thrown out on technicality, there is no. Once you out, you out. All right. You come in that ring and get thrown out that ring, it's over with, man. All right. So that, yeah. Just wanted to go into that, man. And I believe it's a quote that says, America can kill, the world 10 times over, but all the other nations, I think one of the other nations said that all we need is once. That's true. Or all we need is to kill America once. Even though they could kill them 10 times over, we just need to be able to kill America once. All right, or nuke America once. Let me see if I could kind of try to find that. Why the U.S. once set off a nuclear bomb in space? This is ridiculous, man. Let's see. As China could park nukes in orbit, have itself to blame. How close did the U.S. once come to nuking the moon? Man, I ain't gonna nuke the moon, man. Come on. All right. They just need the power to nuke America once, man. But that's what the quote, I can't kind of find it how it's kind of worded. All right, but these other nations, all right, have gotten firepower, all right, and enough to at least be able to say, look, you can't come do us whatever you want to do us, man. We can at least fight back and protect our people, man. All right. So that's we on the cusp and the verge of war. All right. So prepare your minds. Our people that is in the know and watching. All right. Prepare your mind to pretty much endure these things, man, because it's inevitable. All right. We're here. We're watchmen. All right. To inform and alarm the people, but only those who believe in faith and hope in Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua gonna really take heed to this, man. All right, but this is the route that the world is in, man, and that's why so much money is being dumped into, the military, not just here but around the world, man. All right, because there's a great fight in the heaven. All right, upcoming, man. So Abba Watazar was edifying, man. Till next time, I'm going to say shalom.